Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are back today. Best team in Madden. I know, as always, you guys are going to say this is not the best team. Change the title. No, it's not happening. We're doing what we do. And if you don't like it, that's just the way it is. Because this team plays amazing. Amazing. But there was not a lot of changes this week. With all the playoff content, you would have thought that maybe there would be more people you would add to the team. But a lot of the cards, for me personally, they weren't ads. So like our big ad here, obviously, is Zach Martin. I've been waiting for Larry Allen. You guys know I've been waiting for Larry Allen. But for the time being, we'll add Zach Martin. We got him done as cheap as could be, really. And he's pretty good. You know, he's a 97. No problems there. Very good card. But not the best card. But he's clearly the best right guard in the game right now. It's not even close. So we had to add him. He's very expensive to upgrade completely all the way. Oh, a lot of coins to go into him. The rest of the O-line stayed exactly the same. Our tight ends, 1 and 2 stayed the same, but we did add Shannon Sharp for tight end 3 here. More so for the legend passing chem. So we see here 93 speed on Shannon Sharp for us. But he's not really great at anything else. He's good at trucking and run blocking. But the rest of his stats just don't compare to pretty much all the other tight ends in the game. He's there because he's got speed. So we put the elite route specialist on him. But 88 strength is good. The 93 speed, 92 excel is very good. His run block is 85. His pass block is 79. He's short. He doesn't jump very well. He can't spin. But he's got 91 trucking, 93 stiff arm. So he has some ability after the catch. But not a ton. He doesn't get a lot of reps. But we needed him for the chemistry. We were then able to upgrade Jerry Rice with our captain token. Now 98 speed. This is the same Jerry Rice everyone else has at this point. I don't know how it's not a 99. It's a little crazy it's not a 99. But it's just not. But Jerry Rice is very, very good. And we did add, of course, Calvin Ridley, right? For the time being. Especially until once he gets his power up, this card's going to be even better. Even better. Oh my, I'm so excited for it, but I think we've got like a month for it, so who knows? Oh Lord, it's gonna take a while, but I'm always excited to get a Falcon on the team. And then we did add Steve Smith and bench Tyreek Hill, which is a big deal. Steve Smith is a 99 speed. We see the catching stats, playmaker and energizer on him for me. Steve Smith is the best drag in the game. You could throw it deep to him too if you really want. I prefer him not on routes where if it's covered, I say go up and get it. You know, I want to throw him the ball. I want to get him in space, and he does very, very good at that. He has fumbled more than I would like, so keep that in mind if you guys are thinking about getting him. But he's super expensive still. I think we paid 1.3. Defensively, I thought about getting Willie McGinnis, right? I've thought about it. I just don't know if he's really good enough for what we would use to justify his price. I know you guys will say you got plenty of coins. We do have plenty of coins, but there's no reason to spend over 1 million coins on someone when they're not really going to do much, right? Otherwise, the rest of the defense does say the same. You guys told me to upgrade this card because I had Brooks Reed in there forever. So we did put Bruce Irvin in with our Falcons chem. I wish he could get sprinter. And that's about it. We'll be getting Von Miller's upgrade once the trading option becomes available. Again, I thought about Ray Lewis here too, but his agility is just slow. So let me show you guys why we didn't add some cards that you guys are probably thinking, like, CC, why didn't you add this card? There's a good reason. So let's look at Willie McGinnis first, and we'll essentially say this is why we didn't add him. First off, his price is ridiculous at 1.3 million coins. Now, he's not going to replace Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor would not be coming off the field. He would replace what Clowney does for me, right? So we see the comparison here. They're very similar. Willie McGinnis is not powered up, though, so he can't get the +1 on pretty much every stat. And obviously, comparing with Clowney here, Clowney's getting no boosts. So keep that in mind. So Willie McGinnis would be 1 strength, -6 agility. Willie McGinnis would be 2 faster. So that was something that I was like, oh, okay. But he would also be, his acceleration not as good. Awareness, sure, it counts. They're both 6'5". Catching, Willie McGinnis is a bit better. Tackling 95 to 92, that's fine. But the jumping 78 to 89, like, not great. The impact block would be the same. Clowney's power move is higher. His finesse move would be lower. So keep that in mind too. Their block shading would be exactly the same. Their pursuit, Willie would have a +1 play rec. I mean, Willie's got a bit better zone. But it's not like this crazy zone where he's going to get like 93 zone and Clowney gets 80, you know. So I just don't really see the point of it. If Willie's price comes down to something reasonable, I love to give him a try. But to pay 1.3 million coins for him, to buy his first legend to power up, and all the training that goes along with it, it's just a lot of coins. It's something I don't really want to spend. We had other legends that showed up. Let's talk about Ray Lewis. Now, I think Ray Lewis is a really, really good card. I mean, where is he? 440k. Really, he's a really good card. But for what I have, his agility is really low. So he'd get 84 agility. We could use Roquan, who has 89 agility. Shazier's got 92. Deion Jones has got 87. I just don't see a point in getting someone with such low agility that I would probably be using at times. It hurts you on the cuts. But otherwise, Ray Lewis is amazing. He is really, really good. But so is Bobby Wagner. Like, we look at the cards. Bobby Wagner, without boost, right here. Just looking at the back of the cards, the strength is a big thing. But Bobby Wagner beats him in speed, tackling, play rec, zone, same hit power, less than the block shed. Of course, you could still power up Ray Lewis. But the cards are similar enough that I just don't really see the need to get Ray Lewis. I think he's a really great card. I understand why a lot of people would have him. But that's that. Same thing with like the CJ Mosley, right? He's a really good middle linebacker. He's essentially Bobby Wagner. As you guys can see here. He is Bobby Wagner. Legitimately. He's the same card. He's going to end up being 1 speed slower. But again, we see their strength is around the same. Agility, Mosley's better. Acceleration, Mosley's better. I would probably look at adding CJ Mosley over Ray Lewis. Me, personally. They would end up being the same speed, though. Because Ray Lewis could get the Legend Cam. CJ Mosley can't. But I've seen the CJ Mosley up to like 95 speed in Ravens lineups. Really, Mosley's a good card. I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous. Terrell Owens. Cece, why didn't you get Terrell Owens? Well, where is he? Did I totally scroll past him? Or is he not on the block? He's not on the block. Brandon Cooks. Why didn't we get him? He can't spin. I don't need that. And then there was a Marcus Allen, who again, another good running back, but we have so many running backs in the game. And if you compare them, like Barry Sanders is just better. He's just better. Devontae Freeman is just better. You know? And for me, I'm okay with this, you know? 90, look at like the agility, just missing the boat on some of this stuff. And then obviously Ronnie Lott got a card again. And doesn't look like a lot of people were really impressed with Ronnie Lott. at all. He's not that good, and he's good. He's good, but he fell victim to the fact that he got a +1 upgrade over a day one card when day one cards were really sort of put together very specifically to make sure that they weren't overpowered on day one. So he really suffers here really badly. I mean, just look at like the speed on him. He doesn't compare well at all. Just kind of sad. But this Eddie Jackson card is like the same card as Ronnie Lott. Maybe slightly better. So while the legends are technically, some of the best cards in the game, and for me, using Legend Chem is what I want to put on my cards. So I want legends. It gets hard sometimes when you see some of the stuff that is out there. Here's what I think. You stayed to the end. You stay to the end, you get a nugget of information. That's something that's bouncing around in the head of CC, right? Ronnie Lott, Ed Reed, Steve Smith. All these cards got legend upgrades. And you could use their original card in the power-up. Thinking aloud. There's no night trains up. But for Calvin Johnson, would you think it's that crazy, honestly, for EA before Ultimate Legends to drop a 96 overall legend Calvin Johnson, 95 overall legend Calvin Johnson, and let you use this card to power it up? Is it crazy to think that? I don't think it's that crazy. I don't know what other legends are coming. I thought legends were done. I was dead wrong. 400k might not be the worst thing to look at it for a Calvin. Night Train probably doesn't exist on the block very often. It's just me speculating that if they are going to, it doesn't exist. Of course not. But just a speculation by me. I'm going to buy one Calvin. Me personally. I'm going to buy a Calvin. And just to prove it, I'll just buy one right now. And because I think that if they give Calvin a card, a legend card, he's going to be desirable. People are going to want him. And it would make sense to put this card in there. So I'll pay 400k right now on the video for the card to show you this is exactly what I'm doing. Right. Night Train's obviously not up and it would be super expensive anyway. I wouldn't necessarily go that route. But I like this idea that if EA is going to do this, so they're going to give us more legends until Ultimate Legends, at least until the Super Bowl or the Pro Bowl, so 2 more weeks of legends. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a 95 Calvin or a 96 Calvin. Same thing with Night Train. Who are the other cards that came out? The kicker and the punter, Morton Anderson, Ray Guy. Could see them getting cards, just stuff like just speculating. Again, I have no I've got no proof that this is going to happen. But I just like to tell you guys what's going through my mind sometimes. This is what's going through my mind. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. If you want to join me, you can try. I wouldn't pay too much for the card. But keep in mind, we could all be losing coins together. Is what it is. 400k is probably about the most I would pay for a card, though. Because we see how cheap legends really get. They're not expensive. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.